Hello everyone and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nicole snaps over EJ's new kid plan Roman notification. Jude's family similarity Days of Our Lives uncovers that Johnny DiMera got EJ DiMera in a diverted second and acknowledged he was pondering his departed child. Johnny offered help and discovered that Nicole Walker DiMera had been acting flighty. So Nicole went crazy when she caught wind of. In spite of the fact that Nicole blamed EJ for thinking she was insane, he secretly guaranteed her that he just thought she was lamenting. EJ in the end proposed attempting once more and having another youngster. However, Nicole snapped that it was over her until the end of time. In the event that EJ couldn't acknowledge that she wasn't having his child, Nicole didn't have any idea where they went. He was simply attempting to cause Nicole to feel improved and realize that their lives were at that point full. Before long, Nicole quieted down as they traded love statements. At the point when EJ recommended taking Nicole out for her number one feast later, she concluded that'd be great. In the town square on Day's episode, Neil Dupree was upset for thinking Holly Jonas had eyes for Johnny and put an additional scone in her sweet pieces sack as a conciliatory sentiment. Holly insisted that she was glad for them despite the fact that Chanel thought she was seeing Tate Black Shamey Martin Man. Talk went to Nicole and what she was going through. So Holly recognised that it was harsh. Johnny joined Chanel after Holly left and informed her of the DiMera mansion's devastation. Johnny asked Holly if she would be okay with that because he thought Holly and Johnny could be there, Holly and Johnny spending time together now that Chanel's suspicions about Holly's crush appeared to be unfounded. Before they discussed plans for the following weekend, Chanel gave Johnny a kiss to lift his spirits. That is the point at which their future commemoration was coming up. So Johnny dropped a few clues about the unexpected that was coming up. At the bar on Friday's duel show, Roman Brady was headed to meet his new grandson when Tate halted him to get some information about a night off. Roman expected this was for a date with Holly since Johnny let him know that Tate was dating her. Tate proposed that he needed to keep his dating life on the DL since Brady Dark objected, so Roman said the mystery was protected with him. When Holly showed up later and uncovered that she was distraught at Tate, she called him out for exploiting what is happening to imagine they needed to separate due to Brady, yet she cautioned him not to. Since now Chanel wasn't dubious and had eased off. Holly believed Tate should help her ensure Chanel never made it to that Johnny had requested that she help plan. Since that was a very challenging request, Tate believed something consequently and pushed Holly should allow him to take her out on the town, a genuine one. Sloane Peterson Brady made cookies at home and juggled motherhood with work on her laptop. Eric was dazzled and adored seeing this nurturing side of Sloane. When Roman came over, he was contacted to become familiar with the child's name was Jude Roman Brady. Roman held his namesake and eventually remarked on the way that Eric seemed to be Jude when he was an infant. Roman thought he might be imagining the family resemblance when he said Jude and Eric had said he had been harsh with Sloane, but now that she was married to Eric and starting a family with him, he sang a different tune. Sloane fulfilled Eric. So that's what Roman valued. After Roman left on Day's episode, Eric paid attention to a voice message from the lawyer who'd been working with Melinda Trask, Tina Huang. The message demonstrated that the lawyer was grieved about the reception failing to work out. So Eric communicated disarray to Sloane and put a spotlight on her. Dimitri von Lisner updated Leo Stark in Statesville regarding the circumstances surrounding Sloane's decision to mistake Nicole's baby for her adopted son. Leo didn't know he could sit on a mysterious this tremendous, yet Dimitri encouraged him to coerce Sloane and capitalize on the opportunity he'd been given. Dimitri didn't know when he'd see Leo once more and said farewell to him. However, Leo promised that he'd have returned to visit him. Still, Dimitri wished his love well as he watched Leo leave the manor on Day's episode. Nicole addressed the way to Leo and looked shocked to see him. Stephanie and Jada bond. Nicole goes up against Leo pair for an astonishing week in the town of Salem with Days of Our Lives. The current week's story guarantees bunches of feelings, amazements, and contacting minutes that will keep you snared. Follow along with your favourite characters as they navigate love, friendship, and unexpected turns through ups and downs. Salim is humming with show. You won't have any desire to miss the most recent occasions in the existences of these adored characters. So grab some popcorn and get ready for a week of Days of Our Lives captivating storytelling. Days of Our Lives, Steve's good thought in a contacting show of fellowship and understanding on Days of Our Lives. Steve Johnson will loan an encouraging hand to Jada Tracker on the miserable commemoration of her dad's passing. Marcus Tracker, a dear companion of Steve, will be regarded as Steve contacts Jada, offering solace and a warm embrace. Marcus will be pleased with her making way briefly. That will pull at the heartstrings. The co-nurturing excursion of Xander Cook and Sarah Horton will go off in a strange direction, adding intricacy to their relationship. In the midst of shared history and natural signals, a charged second will happen when Sarah and Xander contact hands on Victoria Cook's carriage. In the meantime, major areas of strength for the will leave them battling with expanding allurement, straining them to face sentiments they might have believed were, for quite some time, neglected. In a comfortable corner of Days of Our Lives, Jada and Stephanie Johnson will track down solace in an evening of beverages and shared accounts of heartfelt misfortunes. Likewise, as they bond over bombed connections, Stephanie will understand there's a lacking part in Jada's story, her strange ex-darling. An apparently innocuous solicitation for an image will unwind. Harris Michaels mediates, changing the discussion similarly as Jada is going to uncover an astounding association with Everett Lynch, shattered in the midst of the joy of the season. Maple Dupree's hope for the best Christmas ever will take a dark turn. Chanel's optimism will be shaken by the news that Paulina Price will deliver, which may indicate problems with Lani Grant's parole. In any case, unfavourable clues recommend that Paulina might be concealing too much. Chanel will step in as the mainstay of help, encouraging Paulina. Her actions will make people wonder how big the crisis is and what secrets might come out. EJ's slip-up, Tate's success, Child Declaration Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday. December 8 uncover that EJ DiMera commits a major error, with Nicole Walker DiMera Tate. Dark gets a smaller than normal triumph in sentiment. Eric Brady and Sloane Peterson Brady declare the child at long last has a name. Over Dimitri von Lisner's secret, Leo Stark reels. Furthermore, Johnny DiMera has something special for Channel EJ DiMera's slip-up duel spoilers for Friday. December 8 uncover that EJ will ask a lot of Nicole. No one believes Nicole, even though she is correct in her suspicions regarding Eric and Sloane's baby. Days of Our Lives, EJ's slip-up, Tate's success. Child Declaration DNA test ought to have cleared everything up in Nicole's psyche. Notwithstanding, it returned negative since they utilised the example from the past test, which SloaneDoctor.ij most likely needs Nicole to simply acknowledge that their child is no more, but Nicole is unable to do that. In point of fact, we are aware that Nicole took Jude Brady's baby during the week of December 11. Along these lines, EJ's major request may be a lot for Nicole to take. Sloane Eric will give a special introduction regarding Nicole's upcoming child. Despite the fact that Eric and Sloane took on the child days prior, the infant actually doesn't have a name. Eric referenced this during a discussion with Kayla Johnson. Definitely realises Sloane and Eric embraced a child kid. Therefore, their decision to name the baby Jude probably accounts for this special introduction. Days of Our Lives, Tate Dark's advancement Days of Our Lives uncover that Tate will gain some headway with sentiment. However, Tate has it terrible for Holly Jonas. Holly has no heartfelt interest in Tate. Holly simply needs Tate's assistance to separate Johnny and Chanel. Tate has truly gone out on a couple of appendages for Holly as of now. Thus, Holly will most likely prize him with a kiss. So he doesn't uncover her underhanded little plans. Dual-on fans can likewise anticipate that Leo should be dazed by Dimitri's disclosure. The promo for Days of Days 2023 showed this, probably leading to Leo extorting Sloane. Johnny will also surprise Chanel in the episode that airs Friday. Could this be another proposition to be engaged?